I'm so excited to be here with the stars. We've Max, Alycia and Nathan. Welcome to Top 20. How are you doing?
Thank you for having us.
It's a pleasure. Now, I have to admit, since seeing Into the Storm, I had quite a few natural disaster and tornado nightmares. I have to admit, it's that intense. So, like, the world's worst tornado hits your town in the movie. What exactly happens then?
I guess it's kind of a story of survival, kind of regular people and how they survive, as you say, the worst tornado ever hitting a small town. And also kind of how people kind of band together in those circumstances.
Yeah, and get through it. Yeah, it's got quite a few overlapping stories that then finally come together, and it's nice to see different people and their relationships and how they pull through. Yeah.
How you all come together and join forces. But I have to say, the line in the movie when they make reference to the fact that, like, this is the world's worst tornado, that's when I was like, oh no, like, you really start watching then.
I know, 'cause you're like,
I was like, wait a sec, so it's not just any tornado, this is the worst one to ever happen.
It's bad when you think it's a normal tornado, and then it's like, oh no, it's worse than we expected.
So I read that there was rain and debris machines on set to create, like, realistic storm scenarios. So with all that, like, kind of debris and everything flying around, was it hard to avoid getting hit or injured?
Well, that's the thing. I think the whole point was that we would get hit all the time. No, it was great because it kept us so in the moment, and it was real. That's the kind of thing that would happen if you were facing a tornado in real life. So for us, it was difficult because we had to say lines and do our stage direction during that time, but it made it incredibly real because we were actually having to fight through that.
Was there actually any accidents on set?
You know, we were just actually talking about this today. Amazingly, it is a miracle that there were really no major injuries to any of the cast that I remember. I know that Sarah Callies took a little spill and ripped her knee a little bit.
That's okay, only a graze though.
Yeah, it could have been way worse. But there was, from what I remember, there was no real injuries that could have, I mean, with all the practical effects and all, you know, we were dropping cars and trees were exploding. Someone could have died easily.
It could have been bad.
But we would say we were like looked after. It wasn't just like
see, that's the thing.
Just let you loose into the storm, like the regular improv.
They kept it under control. It was good.
As you know, here at Top 20, we're all about music, and then Into the Storm is all about tornadoes. So we were like, we defined a way to mix music with tornadoes. How are we going to do this? And luckily, we have some genius writers. So, just like in the movies, let's hypothesize the world's worst tornado is coming towards your town, and you've got 60 seconds to grab your most prized music possession from your house. What are you going to take?
I've got a real, like, the old iPod Classic. And, like, you know, most people now, they kind of put all their songs on their iPhone or something to actually carry around. I'm like, I've gone super vintage, and I still have this, like, 2004, like, the real old
When
one.
you need two hands to hold. It's like, what is this device? It's heavy.
Yeah, exactly. But it still works, and I've got, like, thousands and thousands of songs on there, and kind of, you know, has everything there. So I'd be taking that.
Okay, that's yours. Max, what would you take?
I have a Pink Floyd album that's signed. I have a signed sleeve from the Pink Floyd album. Yeah. So I have that. I think I'd grab that
that's
one.
What you grab. Nathan, what about you?
I actually, one of my favorite bands of all time, the classic Crime, I actually got to meet them through Twitter and just started going to their shows and everything, and they just funded a couple of albums on Kickstarter through their fans, and they raised a huge amount of money to produce these albums, and I contributed to that. So part of the package was getting a signed CD cover of everybody in the band, and that actually was cool for me because they sent it to me while I was shooting Into the Storm.
Ooh, you look like a popular guy on set.
Yeah, I felt pretty cool about it.
Sent.
So I listened to that CD once a day for 2.5 months straight.
So you'd have to take that.
Obviously, the memories are chained together on that one.